What's a dishonorable profession? Hello, this is Mark from Microsoft. We have found a problem on your computer. YouTube prankster. Any MLM position, really. Predatory salesperson. Running children's pageants. Payday loan firms in general. Basically taking advantage of stupid and/or desperate people. Paparazzi. Televangelist. Pastor of a mega church that requires an entrance fee. Basically takes your money and gives you faith. Dentists that push unnecessary work. Parents who run family YouTube channels. These kids have cameras in their faces from the moment they are born. People who scam the elderly. Human trafficking is pretty frowned upon. Payday loan companies. Working in one of those scam call centers. Timeshare sales representatives, also, student loan officers and sellers. Working for Ticketmaster. Medical reviewer for Heath Insurance Company. Nursing home CEO. The greediest people you'll ever meet. Nigerian prince. Airbnb owners hosts who just buy property in neighborhoods and never live there, driving out the locals. Scam call center representative. Or scam call center US mule. I couldn't make a living knowing I was stealing from others. No matter how unattached I am from the crime, it is still a crime. Do better. Selling some shit to naive people. Or scamming people for money. Nestle leadership. A politician that's never held a real job and been a politician for decades. Podiatrist. Because there is no honor in der FET. Politicians. Nowadays, politician. Social media influencer. Televangelist. A vulture, venture capitalist. Slumlord. Palm reader, fortune teller. Lobbyists. I don't know why I think this, I really don't have much of a reason to, but Mary Kay salespeople. Timeshare salesperson. Union strikebusters. For-profit health insurance. Doesn't matter what you do for the company, you're a leech on society. Sith Lord. Collection agency. Haven't seen anyone mention the death business yet. We're sorry you're grieving a dead loved one, that'll be a few grand for the casket, funerary service, and the hole to bury them in. Predatory AF if you ask me. Debt collectors who buy medical debt. Property developer. At least in Sydney. Paparazzi. Landlords. Diamond mine owners. Reddit mod. Being a medium or psychic. Surprised I haven't seen any ACUP comments. Human trafficker and pimps. The Pinkertons. Indian scam centers. Kitten slapper. Corporate landlord. Evangelist. Corrupt Supreme Court Justice. Landlord. Chiropractor. Chiropractor. Look up dissection. Pinkertons. Till talk influencer. Environmental lawyer who works for the polluting companies. Landlord. I sell cigarettes and lottery tickets to people at a grocery store. I know that people will buy those regardless of me, but it still doesn't feel good to do. Luckily, I am just about to quit and start a new job helping children in disadvantaged circumstances through music. Anything that relies on consistently taking advantage of the weakness of others. I'm thinking things like payday loans and cigarettes. Landlord. Some journalists. When my cousin was killed, a picture of the crash scene and his mangled motorbike was posted all over Facebook and on the newspaper website. A few of our family and friends found out that he had died from recognizing his bike in the picture, and that is unforgivable to me. Anybody who works for a for-profit health insurance company. Insurance agents. Depends, but BlackRock deserve a nuke of angry folks beat the shit on them for funding enemies of democracy, human rights, and whatever that makes someone have unfair advantage. Pharmaceutical rep. Landlord. Cop, MLM salesperson, priest, pastor, preacher. Collections. I couldn't do that to people already struggling. Lawyer for D. Trump. Landlordism. I worked to build a call list for phone scams. I was fresh out of high school and they picked me up early. I didn't figure out what I was doing until later, but I still did it. Politician. Televangelist. High-level shareholders, investors. They're partially responsible for the obscene level of corporate greed by setting ridiculous company growth requirements. Payday loans. MLMs. All of them. Also, anything to do with insurance. I worked at a casino and stopped working there because I felt I was feeding the addiction of all the depressed people entering the door. I currently work at a weed dispensary, at least the customers are happy about it now. XD. Working for oil-gas industry. Religious leader. A conman is a conman is a conman. I worked at Discover Card making phone calls to get people to transfer their balances to their Discover credit card. That was a dishonorable profession. Payday loans. Working in a multi-level marketing company. Being a mercenary for someone like Putin. Being a con artist. Involved in the buying and selling of endangered species. May all poachers and buyer and sellers be shot. Being involved in anti-climate change misinformation and propaganda. Human trafficking. Kiddie porn. Working for an evil organization or person. HOA president. Real estate agent, smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Landlord. Landlord. Every profession that exploits basic human necessities to gain profit. Landlords that owns more than 3-4 houses, for example. Not all, but usually towing. Chiropractor. Real estate agent. Hedge fund people. Patent troll. Landlord, payday scummy lender. I'm looking at you. No money down. Auto lenders. Chief twit, conservative political talking head, prosperity gospel preacher. Any job at Amway. Insurance adjuster.